Hello everyone, Silver20 here, and welcome to Let's Play Axiom Verge. Before we get too much into this, enjoy the sick beat. I love this song. A lot of the music in this game is actually fairly good, and there is a lot to cover with it. This is a Metroidvania style game, which of course it's one of my favorite genres, so makes sense that I'm going to like it. It's interesting in how it handles a lot of things, though. It doesn't quite follow your expectations at times. It originally came out on the console, like PSN and such, but I'm currently playing it on Steam. It came out at a later date on Steam. I'm going to be trying for 100% map completion, 100% item completion. It depends on how they track that. I'll explain more about that later. Now, I'm going to be doing this normal because I'm not insane. Intro cutscene in New Mexico. Why are all the secret scientific bases in New Mexico? Like Black Mesa? Was Black Mesa in New Mexico? I'm pretty sure Black Mesa is in New Mexico. Maybe this is an offshoot of Black Mesa. I could see that. Kinda puts things in a whole new light if I'm thinking about this base, this whole science thing being a part of Black Mesa. Kinda creepy, actually. I'm gonna read this entire game differently now. It actually kind of starts off fairly similar to Half-Life anyway, so that's a lot to say. There's a big experiment. Something goes wrong. Explosions occur. That's not too terribly off of Half-Life. We're just missing the green apocalypse, but don't worry, we'll get more apocalypses into it. Yeah. The one character we saw there is the player character, whose name is Trace. And as he said there, if he had just died there, things would have been rather different. But instead, with nothing more than that intro cutscene, we are thrown here. Controlling Trace. He's not really sure what's going on. Gun in the next room. I'd say Trace is reacting pretty expected here, because it's like, okay, we're in a strange place. Crazy voice from the sky wants us to get a gun. Well, crap. What do we do now? Well, we can't go to the right. That's pretty obvious there. These things here are saves. Just press up and you'll save, much like how it occurred when we started the game there, so that's fun thing to see there, but with nowhere else to go, I guess we have to go left. And tons of this blood bubbles that we can't do anything with. This looks mildly gun-like. Nah, it can't be a gun. There has to be something more in here. Alright, fine, I'll grab it. And this here is our first, technically an upgrade, I suppose, our first weapon. The Axiom Disruptor, which is indeed a gun. You might have traced, that's not out of the question. Alright, crazy voice in the sky before who finds him? Trace knows about as much as you do at any point in the game, which is fairly interesting. But yeah, as soon as you pick up the gun, music starts up, background lights up, stuff like that. Now then, controls, I'm going to go over these now. Move left and right, you can jump, and with the gun, you can shoot. You can also crouch, crawl along the ground. You can aim in 8 directions with the gun, which is amazing, and if you hold the, I'm using a 360 controller, the left bumper, you can hold in position and aim the gun, which is pretty nice. These bubbles do regenerate after a time, so that can be troublesome, but nothing too bad. I already mentioned these were saves. You just press up on them to save, as it so helpfully explains to us. Oh, another thing, I'm going to go back and point this out real quick. If you see on the map in the upper right, there is another area to this, like another square on the map for the save room. We can't jump high enough to get that yet, which means we'll have to come back here at some point to get that on map. Fun. However, it's not that bad. There are other reasons to come back to this area later on once we have more power-ups, so I'll be doing that then, but nothing too much. Oh man, I took a hit already on these enemies that don't even attack. Health, if you've noticed, is in the upper left. It is that red bar which keeps pulsing across the screen. You can see I've already taken a hit. Fun. Fun. Yeah, let's explore this area. Well, we can't go through these obviously different blocks, so there must be nothing here at all. Nothing at all. Come on, Trace, let's leave. This is obviously a dead-end room. Ignore the fact that the map goes on further down. So back here and back further up. Another doorway. What's in this doorway? Well, this is obviously something we can't get through. But I see a switch. We can't get to the switch. We'll be back to this. The game... One thing I'll say about this game is it is fairly linear. The game will push you along a path, which will be the direction you need to go. Ooh. Push you along a path, which is the direction to the next set in a way. You can't really derive from this linearity too much. There's a few places where you can break the sequence, but not too many. Over here you can see another force field we can't get through, which leaves just one door for us to go into. This one here. I can't really say that much with the linearity. Like, there is a place to break it that I know of. I'm not going to do this, but I am going to point out how you do it, and it's kind of interesting too, because they had to have expected people to have done this. It's not exactly like a hidden trick or anything, and it's possible for a person to have done this accidentally, but I wouldn't expect it, and I just had a pop-up, so I hope that you guys didn't have that pop-up as well. It shouldn't be, because I have it set to track the game source, not the screen region. Right. We'll keep moving on. Let's head up. And here we encounter the first thing that'll actually actively try to kill you. Well, technically those bugs from the hives would try to swarm at you, but these are the first things that actually shoot at you. Unfortunately, we can't go up any further. That is corruption. Very corruption. I just like, as you get near it, like, the background music gets a little staticky. Well, maybe not the background music, but there's just static from being near it. So as we get away, no static, nice little touch, but it is actually corruption, and it's kind of interesting in that regard with what it does. Those bugs do shoot you. Or they only shoot at an angle, and I somehow get hit at that particular angle. But whatever. Shoot the switch. Door opens. Convenient. This is pretty much the end of the trail this way, so we can only go up, where we will find our next upgrade, which is lurking at the top of this. Maybe I was wrong. There's nothing up here but this strange egg thing. We shoot the egg, and we'll get our second upgrade, which is another gun. Nova. Nova is a lot less rapidly firing. You can shoot it to blow up these little six direction, like a hexagon. Now then, we have two guns right now. We can switch between the two. We can also hot swap between them. So I'm going to set that up where I can click the control sticks to hot swap between them. I'm going to primarily stick on the Axiom Disruptor unless I need the Nova for some purpose, which, oh hey, remember these things which are just out of reach of us? Not with the Nova. Now then, other things to say. I'm going to explain this now, actually. Let's go into the map. The menu, rather. Now you can see the map. On the left there is the world map. On the right there's the area map. We have a lot to explore. Notes. We don't have any notes left. Inventory. There's a bunch of stuff down here for us to get. Okay. More importantly, you see that these are weapons. 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 24 weapon slots. There is a weapon for each and every one of these slots. And some of them are related to secret areas which I do not believe will appear in every playthrough. So, I'm going to get what I can get, but I make no guarantees to get every weapon. I'm going to try to get all the secondary items, I'm going to get all the map completion, but I cannot guarantee getting every weapon. That is my caveat for the completion in this game. I'm gonna stand back here and shoot you, as I can. So I've explained that already. But yeah, there are a lot of weapons in this game. Some of them are not that useful, to be honest. Like, every weapon has a purpose. It's just some of those weapons are better than others, and I'm probably going to be sticking to the better ones. The Axiom Disruptor the game starts you off with is actually one of the better weapons. It will eventually get replaced, but it is one of the better weapons. And use the Nova to get up there. This, by the way, means that this item weapon selection screen is going to become a mess. Just an absolute mess. Alright. I wonder, can I... I can? Let's do it this way. Those guys over there are jerks, by the way, and if you get close to them, they will kind of swarm you. So I'm trying to do that as effectively as possible. Success! I'm gonna keep the Nova up for a little while, I suppose. That is a lot of health pick up there. And I'm now at full health. Alright, let's get off the Axiom. Let's get back to the Axiom Disruptor. Just for the number of shots you get. Now this game, I've also mentioned it kind of messes with your expectations a little bit. And that's true. It has a lot of unorthodox power-ups. This here's one of them. This is a size node. Increases the size of your shots. It's like, okay, that's a little odd. We wouldn't have expected that. We would have expected like a power-up or something like that. To be honest, as far as power-ups, I think there are power-ups, to be honest. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are shot strength ups, but there's also shot size ups, which is fairly interesting, to be honest. Alright, let's keep going. We have more places to be. Like, we can go near now. Let's go near. But yeah, my plan for completion of this game is to get like all those little secondary upgrades. All map completion. That thing's evil looking. All map completion and just see what we can do from here. Let's see, things I can say. This is a save room. This is one of the few save rooms currently that we can go all the way up and get the full thing on the map. Go us. Nah, I don't need to save. Famous last words. Absolute famous last words. Because there's one thing I want to take care of first. One little thing. And that is this room. Pay attention to whenever you see rooms like this. Because that means it's a boss room. Yes, we're trapped in here now. And that thing is rather unsettling looking. Yeah, I still like Trace, like, well, this thing's very creepy. Like, can you help me? But no, it just wants to kill us. Now then, this is our first boss, as I've pointed out many times already. He has two attack patterns. Do this little bullet thingy, and there's another attack he will do. He's actually... I gotta double check this, actually. He should be invincible to where he has the metal on the back of him. But he is making it very difficult for me to check. Yeah, you can see when I shot him on the bottom that tinged whenever I hit the metal part. So you need to shoot him in the flesh. Every enemy in this game has a weak spot. Some of these weak spots are more annoying to hit than others, but every enemy has a weak spot. This, of course, being the first boss, is not that difficult to kill. Not that difficult at all. So I'm just going to unload into him because... Well, you're really just gonna let me do this. I'm just gonna unload into him because he's already dead. Huh, I never noticed these things we stood on were destroyed before. I wonder if there's something else we could do with them. I don't know, doesn't matter. We killed our first boss. It was self-defense. Hear that, boss association? It was self-defense, I swear. And the music starts back up. And as we come over here, well, first of all, see, crap, we can't get back. And second of all, see, another egg. This is one of my favorite upgrades in the game. The laser drill. All the laser drill does is this. And we can destroy the blocks with it. Laser drill is kind of great. Kind of great. It's essentially another weapon because, yes, we can use this to kill things. Fine, I will use the frickin' Nova. I will use the frickin' Nova. But yes, this is a weapon. We can use this to hurt enemies. It's perhaps not the most powerful weapon. It's a short-range weapon. It is also fairly fast. So I will use it as a weapon fairly often. And here's another main power-up, Power Node, which increases the damage we do. And you can see we kill those guys faster, and I believe we actually build these blocks faster as well. So it's all useful things. But, I don't want to go on too long. We've already covered several things. We've got a ton of new power-ups. And a few other things as well. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to call it a video here. So guys, this has been Silver Praetorium with Let's Play Axiom Verge. We just started things off, but we've already found a few interesting little power-ups. Laser drill, a few different guns, a few other minor things. But we still don't know what the crap is going on. Just that we're trying to run away from someone, perhaps the person that boss spoke about, as unsettling as he is. But there's nothing more we can really do now except use our little drill now to try to progress areas that we couldn't go before. Didn't that dead end below us have some destroyable blocks? Might have to check that out. I'll see you guys all next time. Later. Forget saving. Oh yeah, this is how you save. Later. Eight-directional gun! Eight-directional gun! Oh, it's so nice to have 8 direction.